My Wi-Fi's out. I'm using a hotspot. But the show must go on.
Self-diagnosis. Bring a flamethrower.
For at least an hour. Stupid fucking weather. I'm gonna move here in like 2 months anyways, so this won't even be an issue anymore. Fuck 'em all. Fuck 'em all. After summer. We'll just see what happens. All right. Hello, everyone. I hope that everybody had a wonderful day and a good Memorial Day weekend. Whatever that was to you, maybe it was a 3-day weekend, maybe it was a 4-day weekend. Maybe that weekend's still going on. Maybe every day's a weekend for you. Maybe every day's a weekend for you. And if that's the case, then good for you. I hope you're all living your best lives. And I just realized, like, this kind of looks like just high. Yeah, there we go. It's a little better. So my Wi-Fi's down, but I'm using a hotspot off my phone, so I should be good. My frame rates are dropping a little occasionally, but it shouldn't. It's nothing that I haven't dealt with before, so we should be good. Like I said, I'm gonna be moving to a better apartment, and I'll have better Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi I can get over here is just not that great. It is what it is for now. Let's see, 25% that time. That's not that bad. So yeah, whatever. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna power through it, and if it looks like shit, just let me know. Anyways, I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope everybody's doing well out there. If you're not doing well, you can let me know, and I can try and help you out, talk to you about it. We can come up with solutions together. No problems in life are too big. No problems are too big. Go ahead and move myself over here for now. Yo, what up? This way. This way. It looks like I'm looking. I don't know. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, so let's refresh this real fast. I just current topics. Arlington National Cemetery for Memorial Day. R.I.P. to the ones we love and lost. As you guys know, I'm a veteran, so I've lost a lot of people. Suicide and, we're not watching this, by the way. I don't. I mean, hey, look, the Navy. Navy, Air Force, Army. Where the hell's the Marines? Oh, they're over there. They're like barely in the picture. The fuck is this guy? What is that? That's a different country. Major General? That's Army? This looks weird. It might be new. Everything keeps changing. So for the Navy, while I was in, do you see these white Dixie covers? Girls didn't wear those before. They wore what looks like officer hats. Honestly, their hats were kind of cool. Not for, I don't know. I feel like it might look stupid on a guy. But yeah, so everybody wears the same. It's unisex now. It used to be, girls had specific covers. Girls can still wear skirts in certain uniforms. Anyways, that was so off topic. But happy Memorial Day to everybody. Shout out to anyone who's lost someone. Obviously everyone, so hopefully you use this day to reflect on the sacrifice of the ones we've lost, and you're here. Why you're here and why you're allowed to do what you're allowed to do is because of them, so thank you. And then you don't only have to reflect on like the dead people that died in combat and military, so like I also use it to reflect on like I've lost a lot of brothers in arms to suicide, so that's a darker subject. I mean, they're both obviously dark subjects, but suicide is preventable. It's a lot more preventable than combat deaths, I feel like. And 22 veterans a day kill themselves. So, one of my roommates died in combat. Actually, one of my really good friends though killed himself, and we don't know why. You'll never know why. But I'll always remember him for Memorial Day. So yeah, I remember everybody that died that I served with. And I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my gosh, everybody just use this day off to get drunk and go boat. I do think of it as kind of a boating holiday, not gonna lie. I've always grown up around the lake. I've lived near lakes, and then I was stationed obviously near the ocean for most of my career, and then, you know, most 4-day weekends, 3-day weekends, we'd go out and hang out at the beach or whatever, or maybe go snowboarding. Since I lived in San Diego, we could drive up to Big Bear, go snowboarding. That was fun. So I'm not shitting on people for having a good time on a serious holiday. This is a rather serious holiday, in my opinion. Little, but you know, remember them as best as you can and then have fun. And I think that they would want you to live your life to the fullest, so do that. Alright. Is there anything else? Let's see what this is. Trump pardons Virginia sheriff convicted of federal bribery. So we are going to talk about mental health because one of the main videos we're going to watch today is some asswipe obviously blaming his ADHD for committing crimes. And I think that's fucking crazy. I have ADHD, and that's like the that's the stupidest excuse. I understand blaming autism for being weird sometimes, but like, or like a weird social interaction, you're like, well, I'm autistic. It's like, okay, well, that makes sense. But like, if you like flat out, let's say you're like stalking somebody or some shit, and you blame that on being autistic, that's not acceptable behavior. Let's see what this is.
Could we move it from June 1st to July 9th? And I agreed to do that.
Agreed to extend deadline for 50%. This has nothing to do with... This has nothing to do with this. Okay, so the sheriff, President Donald Trump, Monday, he pardoned this guy who's convicted of federal bribery charges. I gotta remember that I need to read this shit. So Scott Jenkins, who had been the sheriff to Culpeper County, Virginia, was set to report to jail on Tuesday, so tomorrow. Fuck off. Sheriff Scott Jenkins, his wife Patricia, and their family have been dragged through hell. Oh, by Biden. Sounds to me like this guy's probably corrupt, if we're being real. I mean, if he's convicted of bribery, he's probably a sheriff that accepts bribes, is what it sounds like. Convicted in 2024. I will speed read this shit for you guys. I don't have to stare at this fucking white ass website. This dog shit website. After he was caught, literally it says this. After he was caught, he sought to manipulate the judicial process and evade responsibility of his crimes by lying to the court and the jury. In sum, Jenkins lies and abuses power in the instant case. You think cops don't abuse power? I'd argue a lot of them probably have on small scales, but large scale, like a sheriff or a county sheriff who gets elected, those guys can fucking kind of do whatever they want, which is nuts. I saw a video that there was a county sheriff who got arrested for a DUI and was trying to like get out of it, but he didn't get he had just not gotten reelected, so he wasn't the county sheriff anymore. He's former county sheriff. It's like, yeah, obviously you were corrupt, you fucking scumbag. This is cool. I think trade schools are huge right now. If you want to make more money than all these people getting college degrees and get a job much quicker than like a fucking college degree, go to a trade school. You'll probably make well over 100 figures if you do like HVAC, plumbing, or electrical, especially those three. Mechanics are okay, but they definitely don't make as much money. Oh, the frame rate's gone. Hey, just bear with me. You know, if it looks like shit, whatever. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not playing games, so it shouldn't be that bad. Canada welcomes King Charles. Oh yeah, doesn't... Just out of curiosity, I think Canada still uses the British royal monarch. How do I ask that? Does Canada have a king and queen? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that they're still under the... They are a constitutional monarchy with the British monarch. How does that make sense? Great Britain has nothing to do with Canada. Great Britain literally has nothing to do with fucking Canada, and they still have reign over Canada, so they get to visit there, and like people have to treat them as such. I have said this before. I think that Great Britain should get rid of the fucking monarchy. They are a waste of fucking space and money. They have a giant palace for no fucking reason. They have a ton of money, and their royalty. Who gives a fuck? It's stupid. They don't fucking. They're not real. They don't have political shit. It's just silly. It's a fucking dance. It's a song and dance. It's crazy. Whatever. Fucking long live the king, I guess. I don't know. His Majesty King Charles III. I will say, out of all that shit that I was just talking, being knighted would be fucking sick. I've always wanted to be knighted. Just call me sir. Anyways. That's it for, we'll refresh it again real quick. News today. Let's go. Okay, now we'll go with sports. We're going down the line. Each day, every day. We're going to kiss each other on the lips and fucking take advantage of, a good situation. Oh, yeah, so in news for that, the Pacers lost yesterday, and so did the Stars. The Dallas Stars got whipped up. What's up, Christian? My stream might be a little bad today. I'm having to use a hotspot because my Wi-Fi's out. But I'm not gaming, so it shouldn't look that bad. It doesn't really matter. So, yeah. Anyways, I've been getting a lot of followers on Kick now, too. I'm trying to get associated with Kick because they pay hourly. I get whatever from Twitch, but I'd like to do both. And I'm on YouTube today. I'm going to do, if the Wi-Fi's back up, I'm going to do TikTok as well tomorrow. New York sportscasters take subtle jabs at Caitlin Clark. I don't care. God damn. This is the most people have ever talked about the WNBA. Liverpool FC victory parade. Oh shit. Now the UK has somebody fucking driving into a crowd. That's usually the US, you know? We usually have the racist people driving through the crowd of Black Lives Matter and whatnot. Or the QAnon. What was it? There was one where they were ripping down a fucking what was it? In the South, they were ripping down a statue of like a fucking Civil War general, and some dude just fucking killed a ton of people. He just drove through the crowd. That shit usually happens in the U.S., so this is the U.K. I highly doubt it will oh, it does have graphic scenes of violence. Let's hope it shows it. No, I'm kidding. This is not graphic. The car's already stopped. 53-year-old British man, connection with the crash.
We believe this to be an isolated incident, and we are not
currently
currently looking for anyone else in relation to it. The incident is not being treated as terrorism.
Technically, it's... What day did this happen? Oh yeah, you just said Liverpool. They're Welsh. That was stupid. This didn't show anything graphic. Did anyone die? Well, if hopefully, I don't know, God or whatever is out there to the victims and their families. Whatever you believe in. Hopefully you guys get peace. I don't know. Did anyone die? It just says plows in the crowd. It happened today. Yeah, I mean that's why I'm doing the news of the day. I'm gonna start doing this every day. And then I have all these tabs up here are things that I actually prepared for the stream, so I have videos ready before the stream now instead of Liverpool does? Where Liverpool on the map. I just want to see on the map, not the fucking soccer team. What who did in Belgium? What the fuck is this map? What is this cartoon bullshit? I want to see geographically where it is. There we go. Where's Liverpool? Liverpool is the people who are Scousers, right? That's where Scousers come from. Christian would know. Yeah, I was right. So Paddy the Baddy is Liverpool. I like him. But I don't live in the UK, so I don't have that hatred like you do. I don't have the hatred, the rivalries. Like, you wouldn't understand why I don't like Oklahoma, or why people hate on California, or like New Jersey. You don't understand why people hate like New Jersey and fucking Philadelphia or Oklahoma. Yeah, the Scousers. You don't like them. All right. So that was sports news. Let's look up gaming news today. News today. Might as well cover gaming. PlayStation Showcase 2025. Everyone's quitting PlayStation. Bungie plagiarism. EA is going to fire 5% of their workforce. Hell yeah, dude. As if their servers weren't bad enough. And Microsoft is letting off 1,200, or geez Louise, 1,900 employees. Cool, whatever. Everybody's letting off everything. Alright, I don't know what a Macam is. You guys have all these weird ass names for everything. That'd be like if I was like, what's the it'd be like if you had the I mean, I guess we have some names. Like Guido. That's a name. But that's a specific group of people. Not like for where you're from. That's like an Italian greaser that lives in New Jersey, basically, is a Guido. Whereas, like, I mean, we have redneck and like white trash, but those aren't like regionally located. Macams are where are Macams from? That's what I've never heard. Macams. Because I've heard of Scousers. Sunderland? I mean, I've heard of Sunderland. I didn't know what a Macam was. I don't think they... See, you guys talk so weird. They spunk on They spunk on fudge cakes and seagulls. I don't even know what that means. I know what spunk means, so you're just saying they fucking come on birds and pastries? What the fuck are you saying? The way you guys talk shit is crazy. We're just like, this is how Americans with brain rot talk shit right now. Put the fries in the bag, lil bro. Womp womp. Womp womp, lil bro. Womp womp. Just put the fries in the bag. Womp womp. It's fucking so lame. But a real fight, people are probably just going to say the F word, so the F slur, or, because it's a slur over here, unlike you guys, you just call it, how you call your cigarettes. That's a slur over here. Most people will just whip that out. You don't really hear the N-word whipped out. Oh, there was actually a guy arrested for jerking off over a seagull. Hey, crazy story that I have then. One time whenever I was in California, we went to the beach to surf, and, homeless people will just chill near the beaches. And there was this guy just laying down in it was like a field of grass surrounded by a parking lot. And he was just, there's one tree. He's laying down under the tree, literally just laying down there, jerking off in public. Nobody did anything. No one said anything. Everybody just left him alone. Nobody wanted shit to do with that because obviously somebody who's just willing to lay down in the middle of a bunch of people and jerk off is mentally unwell, and disturbing him, you might get your fucking finger bit off. So, yeah. The fudge cake thing. I've seen a porn where a bunch of guys come into a pie and then they bake it and then they give it to someone for Christmas. That's the strangest porn I've ever seen. My friend showed me that, and I've never been the same ever since. All right, so we got gaming news, regular news, and sports news. That's what I'll do every day. Is there any other type of news? Fashion. Nope. Comedy news, I guess. Comedy news. Yeah, that'll be the last. Fourth horseman. Video games, sports, comedy, and politics, basically. Cameron Diaz recalls funny film. That's not comedy. This is like gonna be. I guess I'll tell the comedy news. The most recent Defunctland movie came out. I say movie. Came out 5 months ago and it's 2 hours long. I'm not watching that shit yet. That's gonna be a dedicated stream. Night Rain Ultimate Guide, even though it's not even out yet. How to win every single game in Night Rain. Fucking shut up, dude. What was I looking up? Oh, here's your comedy news for the day. I'll just tell you who's on Kill Tony tonight. Love this guy's shit. Carrot Top? Are you fucking kidding? That's interesting. I've watched Defunctland. I've watched everything Defunctland, but I'm going to rediscover it on stream. But not all the old stuff, because I've already watched a bunch of that shit on stream. But I'm going to watch his new stuff. But his newest video is fucking 2 hours long. Look at this. See? It's an hour and 45 minutes. It looks cool, but that's just long. Ooh, I want to watch this one too, because I love Epcot. Anyways. That's it for that shit. So, here we go. Mental health. This is body cam footage, but basically I guess this guy blames his ADHD and the supernatural for whatever the fuck happens in this video. Funimation. You should be watching. Now I can go like this. Boy, what are you doing? Boy, here, let me pick your head up. Okay, I don't...
Stuff when you were a juvenile?
You hate Epcot? Which Epcot? The one in fucking America? Or... I like Epcot just because you can run around and fucking... there's so much food. Hollywood Studios all the way. That does sound like you've been to Florida. Hollywood Studios is dope, though. Yeah, you've been to Florida. That's what I figured. That is the Florida one. Actually, now that I think about it, I think Epcot only is in Florida. It's fun. I love Epcot, even though it's kind of boring if you don't know what to do. But if you're just walking around the park, grabbing a bunch of different food and beer or alcohol, it's a great place. But other than that, the rides are kind of boring. It used to be fun when I was a kid, and they had all the science discovery shit. That shit was cool, and they had a bunch of shows. Now, Test Track's fun. They got a new ride that I haven't ridden yet. There's a Mission to Mars. Got turned into what? Guardians of the Galaxy, I think. Ratatouille ride. Oh, I haven't seen that one. I went on the fucking Frozen ride with my mom because she likes that shit, and it was nice. Whatever. Test Track is gone. Oh, is that? Oh, damn. I haven't been back since 2019, maybe? No, it was like 2021. 2021, yeah, so 4 years ago. When I went, the Hollywood Studios is sick, though, because of that huge, the Star Wars area now. That's fucking cool. And then they turned, They turned Tower of Terror into, like, Guardians of the Galaxy or some shit. I haven't seen that yet. I love Tower of Terror, though, but whatever. Aerosmith is fucking cool. Oh, it's boarded up, so they must be changing it into something else. Because Test Track, like, what the fuck is Test Track? That's not Disney themed. Like, what is that shit? It's an iconic ride. I don't know why they'd get rid of it because it's still cool, but maybe that just means they're going to turn it into something else. I just guarantee you they're just going to reskin it. Like, they're going to use what they already have and just, like, update it with something else. What's super popular right now? They could, if I was them, they could turn it into, like, Cars. Cars is popular. Just change the cars into fucking Lightning McQueen and fucking Tow Mater. Oh, it's still Tower of Terror? I think that must have been Guardians of the Galaxy that they changed. I know that they turned Mission Space or whatever the fuck that was, Mission to Mars, they changed that into Guardians of the Galaxy. I think. I could be tripping. I know there's something that is becoming Guardians of the Galaxy, or what is Guardians of the Galaxy in Florida now. Disney World's pretty fun. It's just so fucking expensive. But the food's great, but also expensive. Oh, they're changing Aerosmith into the Muppets. Honestly, I love the Muppets show. Even though I'm old, I still go to the Muppets 3D thing in fucking Hollywood Studios. That shit's fun as fuck. That makes sense. The Aerosmith thing was fun though. The rock and roller coaster. But honestly, it doesn't matter what they fucking change it into. That ride is probably literally just gonna stay the same as a really fast roller coaster. That's another thing you can just reskin. I will say it's going to be closed down for a hot minute if they're doing that. And then I really like some lame-ass rides. Like, some of my favorite rides are, like, Pirates of the Caribbean and fucking Haunted Mansion. Love Haunted Mansion. Anyways, I could talk about Disney World forever. I'll do a whole episode on Disney World. I could talk about that shit forever. They're dropping. I figured they would. It's kind of obsolete. 3D's not impressive anymore. 3D's not really a gimmick that you go to a fucking theme park for. It used to be. The times are changing, Makes sense. And I guarantee you'll always still be able to watch it on YouTube. Yeah, I know. I love that one. I like Muppets. Oh, they're changing it to Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. is kind of irrelevant. If anything, yeah, Monsters, Inc., that's an odd choice. They should do, like, The Incredibles or something a little more relevant.
Yeah, that was my junior year of high school.
Hopefully
what happened there was an out-of-body experience in which I witnessed myself from, like, a third-person point of view.
Where the fuck are we? A dentist
walking
office?
Over to my teacher and exposing myself. Oh. Which is different from this. So that
this kid just said he exposed
a half an hour would
teacher?
not be out of the norm for you to be exposed that long and not realize it when you're walking around with your sweatpants basically choking your penis while you're walking around. You see how it's not making a lot of sense? But I do.
Oh, Splash Mountain is Princess and the Frog. That's kind of interesting. Well, the whole thing behind Splash Mountain is it's based off a racist cartoon.
I know it doesn't sound
Tron
like
have a coaster
it
now?
can,
I love Tron.
but
They're making a new movie too.
I don't exactly have.
Just make everything
like,
Star Wars.
the biggest, if I can say, like use that word.
You can use
Like,
that word if
it
you've
doesn't
been
really
showing
feel-
everybody your penis. I
Why-
think you can say the word
why
penis.
would
The University Police Department was alerted by a female student that a male
when
student
is
had
the
just
Tron movie?
exposed
Front
his
row of
private
what?
area
Oh,
to
the
her
ride?
while studying in
A
a
road
shared
ride?
study area. The suspect's excuse will
I'll have
not
to look
hold
all
up
this
for
shit up.
long
Dude,
when
okay, so I'll do a
investigators
whole
uncover
episode where
his
I look up all the
disturbing
new
history.
rides.
What's going on?
I'll have to, because that's cool. I'll look up all the
So
new
I
rides.
was in class, or not in
write that
class, I
down,
was in Williams Hall studying for an exam, and I was sitting like at a table over was this guy.
didn't know they had a Tron
When I
ride,
sat
too.
down,
I didn't
he
know
was
all
like
the new-
kind of looking at me, but I just was like
I
whatever.
also like watching all the fucking people where like try out the fucking food in Disney World. So I can do a whole fucking series on that too.
And then I was just studying, and he walked away. And then when he walked back, he was walking towards me like he had his dick out.
Okay.
And then he sat down.
At least this
I was
isn't
like,
that
dude,
grim.
really? And I walked
least
away.
he's not a pedophile.
And
The
I
pedophile
feel
would
like it's
really
a
fuck
no
with
big
his
deal
mouth.
thing, but it's kind of like shaking me up a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So it's just some dude walking around exposing himself.
329, I'm going to be out with a male matching that description. I'm on the second floor with 311. Yeah, if you want to just chat with us quick.
You can step in
So
there real quick.
this is a college
Just so we're not
campus, I guess.
talking about everybody's business out in the open.
I'll pause actually. This stream is brought to you by the new Netflix series, The Schmungus Among Us. It's brought to you by apples. Just apples. Go pick some, eat them. They're good for you. Apples. This stream is brought to you by air. You know, many people don't realize this, but everybody has to breathe air. So, but air doesn't get enough credit. So, just remember, shout out and remember and recognize air. Air. How long are my ads? I'm trash. I forgot how long I have the ads set for on Twitch. Does Kick have ads? I don't think it does. Oh, Kick has ads too. Oops. All right, and thank you for the brief intermission. Back to the show.
Just so we can try and figure this out, you said there's a chance that you might have come out of the bathroom without pulling your pants completely up, or
Actually, like taking a piss, you know.
Mhm.
I have ADHD, so my mind wanders a lot.
Okay.
ADHD.
I know it's
4F.
happened a lot at home,
I don't know.
Okay.
Or were they
in which
15
I'll
seconds?
like go to the bathroom and then
Yeah, that would be 1
20
minute.
minutes later
That
I'm
makes
like,
sense.
I would feel breeze. You know, actually, I think this was a couple months ago. Not months, like last month.
Mhm.
I was driving home at like, I want to say 4 hours later. I realized I never pulled my pants were up, but not my underwear. I'd been sitting through 2 classes and a 45-minute drive home.
Okay.
Underwear pulled underneath my. So.
Is this the reason why we've had a similar report of this? Do you know when the other report was?
Like last week or something.
Last week there was a similar report of something where
Just random. I got an ad on TikTok, and it was a blanket with George Floyd's face, and it says "I can't breathe" in giant letters, and they're literally making blankets out of that. So that's crazy. was wondering if anybody else gets TikTok ads like that.
Yeah.
And they're
They
real
said
too. You can
someone
buy
matching
them.
your
They're
description.
Like $10 for a George Floyd.
I could not tell you.
This is Friday's the only day that I'm here for like hours because I have such a big gap between. So if there was another report that could have possibly been, I mean, I think a solution I could do is just start wearing like belted pants, like jeans.
Okay.
That
I think that would.
I know to zip up.
That would help you.
That would probably help
remember
me.
what's going on.
Yeah, because if I'm going to the bathroom, I have to undo my belt.
Now I can look at him.
That's a pretty obvious.
Wrong way.
At least
Damn
to
it!
me.
I don't like that. That's weird. But it looks like I'm looking at him.
But no, if this is happening,
Thumbnail.
then I truly am sorry to whoever was exposed to
Thumbnail.
that.
There's not some other reason why you might be doing
can't fit
this
it in
on,
my mouth. Is
on
what I
purpose
said
or
to
anything like that, or
my
I mean,
priest,
it's the reports we're
my
getting.
summer
It
camp
seems to be
counselor,
a sort of
my
a
Boy Scout leader,
deliberate
and my dad.
thing where it's not like it's you're walking around and accidentally happening. It's like
No, sir, I'm
the
asexual.
reports we're getting is that you're flashing people. That's what my concern is. Is there something?
Asexual, so
What does that matter?
I don't really have any sexual desires toward anyone really.
Okay.
So I would have no reason to go around flashing people.
Okay.
311 on 25. Open these, please.
No, I really am sorry if somebody has seen that. Like,
Well, it's getting. I understand that if that's the concern that you're
Yeah, it's fat
apologetic about it, and I appreciate that. But we're trying to figure out, it's a very unusual circumstance that we don't run into all that frequently.
if I can say something.
Sure.
This is not the first time that something like this has happened.
Okay.
Back in high school, about 4 years ago, there was a similar incident.
Okay.
It was slightly different. At that time, we still don't really know what happened. It was an out-of-body experience, but that's not what's happening this time.
Okay.
This time, it's simply
Yo!
a forgetful mind.
Okay.
Which I do understand that is an issue.
Okay. Have you ever been charged with anything for instances in the past, or?
I believe what happened was with that incident, because it was also pretty unusual, more of a supernatural sort. And I don't know if you'll believe me or not when I say this, but we did a bunch of brain scans and whatnot.
If they don't have
nothing
proof,
is abnormal. So
Okay.
like, how can you convict? If I was this guy, I'd just be like, nah, I didn't do
So
that.
have you been charged with
it was not
public indecency in the
That wasn't
past?
me.
It was not charged.
Never
I've
had to go to
learned,
court
and this
or
is
anything
sad,
like that?
it's
No,
smarter
we
to
did
lie.
not go to court. We got it all
Because I
settled.
was honest about, I got in trouble in the military about something, and they had no evidence, but I chose to have a character and integrity, and I told the truth, and I said, yes, that was me. I did that. It was immature, and it was stupid, and I shouldn't have done it. And they just berated me about how I was a lying piece of shit scumbag. And I was like, dude, this is why I want to get out of the military. This is fucking so stupid. I literally did the right thing and had integrity and told the truth, and I got in trouble for it almost. I didn't get in trouble, but I got berated and belittled, and they called me like a lying scumbag piece of shit. Even though they're all the biggest hypocrites in the world, they're all fat fucking loser asshole dipshits who fucking treat their families like shit and fucking drink all the time and scum. Anyways, the world's full of hypocrites. I want nothing but love for those people. I want nothing but love for everyone and happiness. Moving on.
I believe it was something along the lines of
I'll never
all
forget.
charges will be dropped after X amount of years. If it's no.
This would have been when you were a juvenile?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I'm an adult and it's different, which sometimes I forget because, you know, I'm still going to school, still living with mom.
Yeah, I can get that. So,
And I'm coming
how's school
for
going?
you. Next Tuesday in the ring.
Sorry,
It's
I got
going
distracted. I have
alright.
ADHD.
Doing really well in Japanese.
School's
I
going
actually
well.
applied for a
Ooh,
study
I'm
abroad
doing
program,
great in Japanese.
So,
Oh, brother, this guy
would
stinks.
certainly, that would be another reason
Did he
why I would
say
certainly
ooh?
not do something
What does
to
that mean?
Right.
taint that.
Jeopardize
Yeah.
that. You a commuter student?
Yes, sir.
Sound,
I have a
thought it
45-minute
sounded like.
drive.
Okay. We're gonna have to sort some things out. I got another officer talking to the young lady who made the report, so if we can hang out here for a few just until we figure out what's going on with that.
I guess
and
if they
then
can
we'll
prove
see
that
where
he
we're
was
going
in
with
the
that.
area.
Was he wearing
I
sweatpants
guess
or
if
like
they
what?
can prove that he was in the area.
I'm not sure what pants he was wearing. He didn't like pull them down.
He
It
was
was
w-
just
he
like
wasn't wearing
kind of
pants, he
between the
showed me his
sweatshirt
wiener.
and like top of the pants.
Okay. You think he
Yeah.
like intentionally did
down,
that to like
doing
show you that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the way that like he was looking at me when I first sat down, I thought was like a little weird. He was just like kind of staring. And then, but yeah, when I said, I was like, dude, really? He was just like, what? And then like I walked away.
So did he like acknowledge like what was happening or?
No, he didn't. He was just like, what? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. But not like it didn't seem genuine. I guess it was just kind of like, what?
Okay.
So.
Well, they found him out at Williams, so the police are with him now. So
Okay.
I just came out to talk to you and kind of figure out what was going on with it.
Yeah, I just like I said, it's not something like that. I mean, it tripped me up. I just don't want
trying to get a good
it to happen to someone else, I guess.
And I guess I'm not familiar exactly with the case, but I think something similar had happened with someone else, and he was also involved with it.
Okay.
So this sounds like it might be a repeat thing.
Okay.
Um,
It definitely, like, of course he
He's a
never
freak.
admitted to anything, but it definitely felt intentional.
yeah. Did you tell anyone about it, or
I called my mom.
called your mom about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What this?
What do you want done with it? Do you want to press charges? Public indecency is probably what it would end up being.
I'm not sure. You said there was something in the past.
I'm not entirely sure. I think my boss might be calling me right now, actually. So he wasn't super sure of the circumstances of the last one either, but I guess it was last week.
Can't you guys check?
Yeah,
fucking
but
record?
our detective sent a
Great police
picture to
work.
him, just if like in case we did find him, see if
How
it's
are
the
the
same
cops
guy,
in
and it is.
Britain?
Oh, okay.
So, it's up to you, really.
They carry
I'm
guns?
not
I
going to
don't
force you
think they
one
do,
way or
right?
the other, just
Yeah.
whatever you'd rather do with it. But we're here with him. He'd get
just carry
charged with
tasers, right?
public indecency. He'd be arrested for it. And
Okay. Was he
In
not
America,
caught
the
for the one
cops have to
before
carry
then?
guns.
so I
everyone's
think
got a gun.
I don't know the exact circumstances of it, but it just sounds to me like they probably took a report similar to this of like, hey, this just happened,
This
or
is such a fun
maybe she
video.
called
The
like
whole
an
thing's
hour or
fucking
something later. I
blurry.
don't know, but I guess they didn't find him that time. But they had
They
pictures of him
could've-
probably
I
from
guess they
security
don't wanna-
cameras.
Yeah.
So
Is there like a slap on the wrist charge, or like I do feel bad, like.
So we can't change the
I mean,
charge
this
is what it
basically
is.
is a slap on the wrist charge. The cops coming and talking to
It's
him.
public indecency. I don't know the level
you
of
don't
offense
press
off the top of my head.
charges-
I would assume probably like
But it
first degree
sounds like he's
misdemeanor or
gonna
something
keep
like that.
doing
And
it.
I'll look it up for you.
Okay.
Let's see what.
I don't know what
Sorry,
you
that
gain
is.
from showing
That's
somebody
it's
that
a
big.
lot to process at once. You don't expect stuff like that
Do
to
you
happen.
think that maybe she'll be
So
like,
it says,
oh, wow.
no person shall
That's
recklessly do any of the
the most
following
beautiful
under
penis I've ever
circumstances in
seen
which
in
the
my life.
person's conduct is likely to
Please
be
let me
viewed
suck that.
by and affront others
Is
who
that
are in the
what he
person's
thinks is
physical
gonna happen,
proximity
or does he
and
just
who are
get-
not members of the person's household.
Is it a power
Expose the
dynamic thing
person's
where he
private
gets off
parts
and
is
finds
section
like
A1. So
forcing people
likely
to
for you to view that,
shove
he's
his
standing in
dick.
public with a
Maybe
hanging
that's why
out.
Louis C.K. jerked off in front. I don't know.
It's a
I'm not
misdemeanor of the 4th degree.
talking shit about Louis C.K., but
So
I guess
that
if
is
you wanna
actually
jerk off in front
a
of
relatively
people, there's
low
gotta be some
charge.
sort of aspect of that
For reference,
where you like showing people.
traffic tickets are minor misdemeanors, and just a step above that are M4s. So it's like it's not like
So
he's
he's
going.
not like a sex offender.
He might. I don't know exactly what the court would have him do with stuff, but it's not like he's going to like big boy prison for it. You know.
Yeah. I think just because he has done it before, I should maybe like
You
kind
wanna-
of file a report or charge it.
You want to go forward with charges?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we can do that for you.
I do have an exam in an hour in that building. I don't know if like they're still over there or.
Oh, he's gonna be taken out.
Okay.
Yeah, we'd be placed under arrest and we would
Okay.
transport him out. What time is your exam done today?
It's done at about 3.
Okay. Because I leave today at 3.
Okay.
I would just have to give you some paperwork for this, like basically a victim's rights form, and I'll explain all that to you later. But I'm not gonna rush that with you and do it before you focus on your exam and stuff. We can handle it later. You can. Do you live on campus?
I do.
Okay. I'm in tomorrow. You can always come in tomorrow and get it, or.
Where would I come into the police station?
Yeah. So it's.
Okay.
But you said you forget to pull up your pants, or how's this?
It's like it's more of like I don't really notice.
Okay.
Because I wear
He
like
should have called himself fat and said that's how he doesn't notice.
I don't really feel any breeze when I have my jacket and stuff on.
Okay.
So I feel like it feels like I'm covered, and then I go.
When did you last use the restroom?
Oh God, what time is it right now?
It is 12:15.
Maybe 11. No, not 11. Like 11:30.
Okay. So
around that time period.
So it would have been possible for you to be sitting somewhere studying for over a half an hour with your pants down?
No. I will get up and walk around occasionally.
Okay, and a half an hour would not be unusual for you to be wandering around with your pants down and not notice it?
Not fully down is kind of the issue. Like I don't pull my pants down like here when I use the restroom. It's like, like where the V is kind of like, but only the penis.
Okay.
Not anything else. So, I feel like it's covered, and I sit down.
28 to 29.
If I feel cloth, to me, that's an indication that I'm covered.
Can he not see it?
So that a half an hour would not be out of the norm for you to be exposed that long and not realize it when you're walking around with your sweatpants basically choking your penis while you're walking around. You see how it's not making a lot of sense?
Your worm.
I do.
There's two ways that we can look at this. Okay?
You're humongous.
The university is going to look at this one of two ways. Either you're going to lie about why this is occurring,
somebody who likes
and
to flash people,
you're not going to be forthcoming and apologetic and take responsibility for it. Don't interrupt me. And take responsibility for your actions. Or you are going to be honest with what's going on, take responsibility for your actions, and be willing to potentially maybe go to counseling on why this is occurring or something to that effect. Because it doesn't sound like it's an accidental thing.
I'm more than happy to take responsibility and go to any sort of counseling that needs.
Apparently this gets a lot
worse. But I do promise that it was an accident. I know it doesn't
we're only
sound
halfway through.
Like it can, but I don't exactly have like the biggest dick.
The only good predator catches are to catch a predator, bro. Everybody else is just copying Chris Hansen. Also, Gideon's annoying as hell. He went to the most racist town in America and was like, these white people aren't that bad. Yeah, because the cameras are turned on and you're right in their face and you're a big ass fucking black dude. There's skinny little fucking old men. I don't know. I feel like that guy's a goof.
It doesn't really feel.
Why would multiple?
There's
been two reports now, one a week ago and one today, that young ladies have been walking around or sitting. I haven't talked to her, so I don't know if she was sitting in a lounge or what it is. You were on the second floor balcony and exposed yourself to her while she was. It sounded like on the first floor. I'm not certain of that. She might have been on the second floor, but she then got up, left, and called us.
She called her mom first.
I have been on the first floor today.
Was I there, kitten? Do you remember?
No, it sounded like it was from a balcony
Maybe
area.
I was on the first floor, but I could have been on the second floor.
She said you were on the second
Either
floor.
way, I was probably practicing the art of the blade, not exposing my erect penis. Anyways, officer, I think that we are done here, and I should be able to leave freely.
If I
Good day.
No, I wasn't.
I said good day. And then he walks out.
I did go down the stairs a couple times.
Oh,
like,
you know what, officer?
Okay.
I think
so
I do
it's
remember.
possible that my sweatshirt lifted a little bit.
Okay.
He has those vibes.
I
He
understand
doesn't have a voice.
that it really doesn't make sense, and
I mean, his voice is kinda
maybe, like, at least in my belief, it is accidental.
I'm gonna get
It could be something buried deep down.
What's up, Chet?
I don't, like I said,
Nah,
I don't really
haven't
feel
had any word
much sexual attraction towards
Okay.
people.
And it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be sexual attraction, but if somebody gets excitement from the taboo of it or something like that, is that something that is going on with you, or what's the?
No, sir. I don't really indulge in the taboo.
He's saying he didn't
'cause
notice it.
I'm
like, dude, whenever I always look down to cover. I mean, you would know if your penis is out of your clothes.
Like
you
drugs,
can't just
I feel
fucking
like they're
say, "Oh, I didn't notice it."
point in time,
That's
and I know
such
they're pretty
fucking.
taboo.
Yeah, we're not really talking about drugs.
I know.
You're so
So
full
I'm
of
saying, like,
shit,
when it
guy.
comes to the taboo, it's like I try and stay away because
Stay away from what?
it's taboo. I try and be a law-abiding citizen. And, you know, if this is something that's happening way back here, I'm more than happy to go to counseling to figure out
Who
what
does
it
he
is.
look like?
I just don't want to, like,
Kind of. A little bit.
I don't want this to jeopardize
Little
me
bit.
being here at Kent to learn, or jeopardize any sort of study abroad or anything like that.
Okay.
Ain't no
Well,
country
and like I
letting
said,
your
we're
ass
just
in
trying
there
to
now.
determine. Like I said, there's
I mean, he'd fit in
there's the
Europe,
people who
everyone
are
just
willing
whips out
to
their willy
step
and
up and
fucking
take
pisses in the
responsibility for
street.
their actions, and then there's the people that are
He could get away with this in Europe.
going
They
to
wouldn't care.
make excuses and reasons why they shouldn't be
Oh,
held
they're just
accountable
more
for certain
sexually
things, or
mature
why
than us.
it was an accident or something like that. So
Of course all
that's
of
what
my
we're
children
trying
have
to
seen their grandfather's
determine
cock.
is
It's
going
normal.
on at this point. You know
We're
what I mean?
all humans.
So you have
it's
no
their
idea.
birthright to see their
100% accident.
grandfather's
There's
cock.
no possible you weren't doing this on purpose. We're not going to have any video of you actually pulling your, because there's video all over the building here. We're not
Oh,
going to have
nice,
any
they
spot
have
of video where you are
That-
on the second
so
floor
they do
or
find
out
it.
in public pulling your pants down
You
to
are
expose
delayed,
yourself
Christian.
to someone.
You are.
not pulling my
Twitch is
pants
delayed
down,
about
Or pulling
40
up a
seconds.
sweatshirt to expose yourself to someone.
Kick
I'm
is
trying. I'm
That
trying
would
to.
might be tricky.
I'm trying to give you the
YouTube. Probably not.
the option to.
I'm more than happy to.
He
accept
does
any
kind of. That's what I was saying.
responsibility
He
if
has those
things
vibes of
occur.
like the fucking. He carries around a fake katana
I
and like probably has some Yu-Gi-Oh
don't-
cards in his back
and-
pocket.
I don't
Yeah, the Milady
remember
guy vibe.
pulling,
He
like,
really
my-
does have those vibes. The haircut and the glasses and just the fucking Minecraft body. Milady. Yeah. I mean, he's not that fat, but I could see it. Is that Kim Jong-un? What the fuck? That's kind of funny. What is this shit? Anyways, I do have ADHD, and you can easily tell.
I switch, like, if I'm doing
I don't
like
have a
this,
fedora.
there's a
I
chance
have
that it,
a fedora
know.
in World of Warcraft.
that, like, when I'm walking,
I'm aware.
but if
Oh,
if it
kitten.
did
Oh,
happen,
my
yes,
beautiful
I
Discord kitten.
will take the
Please.
responsibility.
I will. I promise
I
to
get that
do
you're
all
saying
your video
you'll take
editing if you
responsibility.
Send
don't
me
want
one
this to
areola.
result in, like,
Send me an image of your
jail
areola.
or anything like that. Is there a chance
You're-
that something like that would happen?
You're not going to jail today. No, that's not that's not even on the table. At the
I mean, what if he punches you?
that's not even what I'm concerned
Then you're
with at
gonna-
this point. Okay, like I said, we're just trying to figure out what's going on. We need to make sure that you're being honest with us. If this is something that, you know, even if it's not a taboo thing, or what, for whatever reason, there's some reason that people do this. It's not accidental. I mean, you got to be at least a little bit honest with me.
I'm being as honest as I can. Like, when I do use the restroom, I typically do forget to pull up all the way, at least.
So that's the story we're sticking with?
It's not the full story.
What is the full story?
So that's the first part.
You know what would have been legendary, actually? It's not the full story. And then he stands up, goes, "This is the full story," and fucking exposes himself to the cop.
Right. And then...
Well, that's not the full story. This is the full story.
There's a chance that,
Sheesh.
like, deep in the brain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe inner desires or something that I'm not fully aware of myself.
Like sexual desires that you might not realize you have lingering in the background?
My pinky's numb.
Okay.
That...
What he should say is that he masturbates so much that he can't feel his dick, and he couldn't feel it being outside of his pants. That's believable with this guy.
Unconsciously, I do something like that. And if that is the case, I would like to also get to the bottom of it.
Okay. So what's going through your head at the times when this is occurring?
Fuck yeah. Check this bitch out.
Usually...
What are you thinking of?
1,000 different
Titties.
things.
Huge boobs.
That's just how my ADHD works. Is I'll be walking, and then even just sitting, anything, and I have 1,000 different thoughts going through my brain. Just like, I'm trying to give you an example, but
Holy
there's too
fuck,
many
you
to
must
come
go
up with.
12 minutes behind.
So, do you know which girl I'm referring to, or which girl it was that
I
called
talked
us?
about that forever ago.
I don't typically remember the faces of people who I passed by.
Okay. Now, this would have been somebody where you would have
my fucking Twitch
pulled your
delay.
sweatshirt up and exposed yourself to them.
Like, I'm trying to think of if it was when I was on is like this balcony or the
Maybe
balcony
it's just a
there.
chat delay.
I don't know. You tell me. Was there other people that you exposed yourself? Multiple people, or
I'm trying to think if that's the case. Like, those ones
could be my OBS.
Or would have been by accident. Like, if I'm going down the stairs that we walked up here, then there's a chance that when I'm walking down to go back to my bag, but I don't exactly know like which balcony it would have been. I haven't really been over by like I've been over by the balcony to the first floor only a couple times.
Okay, where were you before that?
I was right where you guys found me earlier, or walking around the top of the second floor to try and calm my brain.
Second floor, or
like around the
Williams to ISB, the loop.
The loop on this floor.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where I got to the bathroom. I was turning in my lab report, bathroom, just kind of doing a couple loops around.
Okay.
Sometimes I pace back and forth. If this is something that, because I don't really know what's going on, I'm honestly, I mean, yes, I'm scared because I have a bunch of officers, but I'm also scared because of what happened.
I'm scared that I accidentally whipped out my willy.
So you're not conscious.
I'm not
consciously, you don't have any reason why you would be doing this, but subconsciously there might be something that you're not aware of. Is what you're saying? Okay.
Because if there is something subconsciously, I do need the counseling.
I don't know what the better viewer
figure out what it is and figure out how to stop it.
Okay.
I think they all have a 30-second delay.
And like I said, a solution would be like wearing jeans or something with a belt, so that I don't ever forget.
Is there a reason why you haven't done that already? Since it's been an issue in the past?
I know kick is definitely
Because
just like
normally I just didn't think that anybody noticed when I sorry.
Now that I think about it, I don't have any mods on
When
kick.
I'm walking, I didn't think anybody really noticed because most of the time it's like not really an issue, I guess. Like, I don't go to the bathroom too often. Like at school. I mean, I go like maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
So how long ago did
What
this
happened 2 or 3 times a week? Sorry.
do in the past?
Because normally I just didn't think that anybody noticed when sorry.
You're right.
When I'm walking, I didn't think anybody really noticed because most of the time it's like not really an issue, I guess. Like, I don't go to the bathroom too often. At school. I mean, I go like
He holds it.
maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
Holds it.
So how long ago did this previous stuff happen in school?
I don't go to the bathroom too often.
You said you had some previous stuff when you were a juvenile?
Yeah, that was my junior year of high school.
Okay.
That was like
days at a time.
Where'd you go to high school?
Solon. But that was also a slightly different scenario. That was an out-of-body experience that I occurred, or that I experienced, in which I did not have control over my body.
This is the most nothing burger.
But they charged you for it.
Ever. This is boring as shit.
Correct.
I don't know if it was a full
It's just this
charge.
guy fucking.
Well, you said that after so long the charges
if
they would dismiss them.
then they would be dismissed, and
well, that would mean the charges were filed at some point.
Then yes.
Okay. You're not 100% certain though.
No, I don't understand the full legality.
Is that through Solon City or?
Yes.
Okay.
This should have been through Solon City. What happened there was an out-of-body experience in which I
here's the supernatural
witnessed myself from like a third-person point of view, walking over to my teacher and exposing myself, which is different from this because this is like I'm controlling where my body is going. At least I'm like my legs and my eyes I'm controlling.
Yeah.
I believe I had control over my arms.
Okay. But you didn't mean to do this?
No.
Okay. But you said it has happened in the past with the restroom and the pants and everything.
That is a more occurring issue that I have, and
would it be reoccurring?
The reason why I didn't start wearing the belted pants is because I didn't think anybody noticed. I didn't think it was an issue as long as I fixed it before it was noticed.
Okay. You can see how that could be an issue, especially for the young ladies who saw you exposed to them.
And I feel absolutely fucking disgusted with myself if that's what's
well, I mean, people. This is not the first time that this has happened on campus. It's not going to be the last time that this has happened on campus. Different people do things for different reasons, and when people are willing to step up and take responsibility for their actions, the university understands, and they.
I mean, not if you're exposing yourself.
Even the criminal justice system works with people when they're willing to step up and take responsibility for their actions. But there are instances where people aren't willing to do that, and it's a different story.
Whatever needs to go through to get this resolved. Because while I understand,
to do the Clockwork Orange fucking torture. What is that? This shit where they make you watch like videos to make you a better person.
And in my point of view, it was an accident, and I don't fully know if I had all that control over myself, but at the same time, if I did have that control over myself and it's something happening in the back, I need to get that help. I need to go through everything, and
part of the process of getting help for something and is admitting when there's an issue.
And that's why I need to get somebody in my head. I
mean, let's be upfront with each other. These things don't happen by accident.
If you guys are wondering what that is,
this is not an accidental type of an incident. This is two reports now of somebody you described as you, and we know it's you at this point. There's video of the other one. I haven't seen it, but my detective lieutenant told me on the way over here that there was video. It's
claw him
this isn't an accidental type of thing.
You little.
This is somebody's doing this deliberately. Whatever the reason might be, if you just get your kicks, get excited, it's just something to do because you're bored and want to.
Think people would notice my tiny fucking.
Whatever the reason is, it's not an accidental type of thing. We need to be upfront about it, and we can work through this process. There's going to be some paperwork to do. You're going to have to jump through some hoops, but if you're honest about it, that's going to make a world of difference in how this gets handled.
At this point,
we're gonna make it through it.
Feel like
I still have so many, like fucking 6 other things to do for stream.
I will take the responsibility and admit that it was me, even if I don't fully believe myself.
And part of the problem also here is I don't have to prove, as far as the law is concerned, if you are wandering around and your pants fall down because your belt is not tight enough and your penis gets exposed to someone who is not a family member in a public place, if you're being reckless in that regard, that's all that the law concerns itself with.
In that case, yes.
So
I will admit my fault.
Okay. Like I said, you're not going to jail, but we are going to have to do some paperwork. You are going to get arrested. We're going to take you up to the police station, fill out some paperwork. You'll be on your way at the end of the day.
What time?
Look, we're going to do that right now. Okay.
Because I have a quiz today.
What time?
3.
I can't guarantee it, but you should be able to make it to your quiz, no problem.
Would this be going on my permanent record?
Yes.
Yes. And
if you go to court and get found guilty, yes, this will be on your record forever.
He'll probably be a sex offender.
I guess that would be my second question. Am I going to court?
Yes. You will have to get. That's the paperwork that we'll have to
get squared
away up at the station. I don't know if that will be today or that potentially we could be releasing you on a PR bond, and
yeah, Mom, I gotta go to court.
Scheduling a court date for
sweetie,
next week.
What'd you do? What for?
But it will be
ticket?
either
no,
later today. I doubt if the judge will be in by the time we get done with their paperwork, so it will probably be.
What do you mean? You had sex with a girl? No, I was walking around the fucking
library. But that'll
library.
be right down here in downtown Kent.
Showing
Any questions
my
yet?
cock.
We can go over some of that stuff as we do the paperwork as well.
I mean, as long as I'm complying, do I have to go in cuffs or?
You do have to go. It is our policy. We have to take you in handcuffs, but we will do it as discreetly as possible. We're not going to go parading you all over the place. Okay? Does that sound fair?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and stand up. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. See your hands here.
Holy fuck, that was boring. That was a lot of nothing. Oh, look, Christian. Yeah, we're not watching that shit. This is the most famous video of Andrew Tate is the title of this video. And I was like, no, it's not. But we're going to watch it. It's short.
The Diddy things. A slave is like, he's a disgusting piece of shit. So when I see the Diddy things, a slave is like, he's a disgusting piece of shit. He's a disgusting piece of shit. I sit there and go, wait. I don't know Diddy. Never spoken to him. I'm not defending him because what they're about to say is Andrew Tate, sex trafficker, defends sex trafficker. No, what I'm saying is, you remember the video of him beating Cassie up in the hallway?
We all do, yes.
Okay.
Wait, in LA.
When did that happen? 2000, like, happened like
11, 12?
Forever ago. Forever ago.
Yeah.
Forever ago.
It wasn't recent.
Here is, I wish to God this was on candid camera.
He talks like a fucking bad storyteller, if you know what I mean.
When that video came out on Twitter, I said, T. He goes, what? I said, they're about to get Diddy. He goes, why? I said, they've just released a video that's 10 years old. They've been sitting on it for 10 years, and they've just put it on the news now.
2016, March of 2016.
Okay. So 9 years ago. I said this to Tristan verbatim. I said, T, they're about to get Diddy. He said, why? I said, they've released a video that is 10 years old. They've been sitting on this for 10 long years. This was 2016 they got the footage. Why has no one seen it? And Tristan goes, and that's out now? I was like, yep. 2 weeks later, arrested. So when I see the Diddy...
That was so fucking dumb. What is he fucking saying? That he fucking saw that they were arresting Diddy before? Cool, dude. Whatever. This one pissed me off. I think I turned it off and got mad. I thought that was Turkey Tom for a sec. Anyways, we're not just fucking perusing. I have videos. I've been seeing this all over TikTok, so I wanted to talk about it.
Oh shit! So now he's fucking famous somehow, and I'm famous.
Yo, you're in trouble. Why?
Oh shit!
That crypto shit.
First off, how do these people even fuck with Keemstar? Like, I feel like people have been shitting on Keemstar for years. So the fact that he's even shown up to Aiden Ross's house or whatever this shit is, this stream is goofy to me. This guy just looks hella annoyed the whole time. This is the edit I saw on Twitch. I on TikTok. I commented. I love commenting. I'm gonna start doing a section where I just comment on fucking TikTok in my stream. But I commented, Aiden Ross has a peanut gallery, and I'm hella jealous. Because he has a really
Hey Steve, get his ass from right now.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? Legit.
Hey, how we doing though?
Gallery.
Real good.
You good?
I just did a podcast with Tana Mojo. It was so raw, so real.
Hey.
I have a peanut gallery of my stuffed animals.
Hey, Mr. Gemini.
Okay.
Jesus, bro, you scared the
I think you should box. Here's why. You have natural energy. They see it in the stream, right? You need that. Okay. Like, you have natural energy.
They're not gonna be showing
you got some cold energy about you. Like, bro. Like some cold, like fucking no emotions, like killer energy about you. I'm 30.
Yeah, that's what you should tell somebody the first time you meet them, and just so they'll like you.
39, she's 20, so he came at me like, call me a creep or whatever, and he was like saying that I had like a little dick.
Yeah.
My
I wanted to look up his girlfriend.
dick didn't work as shit, and he got in trouble with YouTube.
Damn.
He was on the fence.
See, what do you think about that?
No, what's even worse is every time
Yo, he legitimately went on his show. This motherfucker went on his show. He said it was on antidepressants, and the side effects were that he didn't have feeling in his dick.
Why is he talking like this?
Projection. He was trying to put that on me.
Damn.
I'm focusing.
The lie detector, the hood nigga lie detector detects. Get down, please. Calm down. It's gonna be alright. Calm down. Might go down. No. Absolutely not.
Who are any of those people? I don't know. Except for that, I think I've seen this guy. This is 20 minutes long. Ay, ay, ay. We're not watching the 20 minutes. I just thought it was funny. Oh, he addresses it. Let's see. I bet this is painted.
You know that really viral moment with Aiden Ross?
Yo, you're in trouble.
Before this happens, let's look up his girl. I already have him pulled up. Or not. 43 years old. 5'8". the height doesn't matter, but just for context for everybody, just to show you how short everybody in that room was. How tall is Aiden Ross? He's like 5'6". He's not 5'9". He was shorter than Keemstar there. Yeah, he's shorter than this. This is when it's this bad. Oh, you know what? I bet there's a huge delay because of. That's all it is. There's just a huge delay in the stream because of the Wi-Fi's out, so there's a huge delay. I think the delay's even longer. I think it's like you're probably a few minutes behind because my upload. That's what's going on. I think. Oh well, YOLO. Maybe not. It's just because you're in the UK. I'm just kidding. Damn, dude. So all these streams are short as fuck. Because these are lies. If it's on Google, it's your big public image, and you're like, it's not going to be your actual height. It's going to round up. It always rounds up. Unless you're a tall fucking freak. Then usually you might be like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'll round down. Maybe girls like rounding down. Anyways. So he's probably 5'6". Or shorter. I was going to say, based off that video, he's definitely not 5'9".
Why?
Oh shit.
That crypto shit.
Like, what's your whole thoughts on that? Because I feel like I see that every day and it's everywhere.
I think it's
Dude, Keemstar has
funny.
the craziest
I went in there to
fucking
like mess with those guys, right? And they're accusing me of killing the vibe. I did kill the vibe. Like,
Oh, so you did it by
now he's
purpose.
owning it. Oh, I did all that shit on purpose. Oh yeah, Christian, you're way behind if that's what you're seeing right now.
Of course.
Really?
You'll see
I
this in
found
like
that
5
hard
minutes.
to believe. No
Hello
way
from
you
the
did that by
future.
purpose.
I literally went in and was like, "Yo,
see
you're in
what's going on.
trouble."
You're-
You know that
so
really
it's
viral
impossible to have a
moment
conversation
with
you right
Aiden
now.
Ross?
Yo, you're in trouble.
It worked at the
Why?
beginning.
Oh shit.
That crypto shit.
Like, what's your whole
the
thoughts
weather's
on that?
bad
Because I
here.
feel like I see that every day and it's everywhere.
I think it's funny. I went in there to like mess with those guys, right? And they're accusing me of killing the vibe. I did kill the vibe.
You're so full of shit, Keemstar. Ah, yes. Something I want to start. After we talk about Keemstar, but it's going to be like you Slav, you lose. Russia. Only in Russia. Russia makes you laugh. I love the Russia stuff. I love Russia. I love the Russia stuff. Bing bong ting tong. I love the Russia stuff. I love Putin. He's my friend. We kiss sometimes. You know, he sent me a picture. He sent me a picture, a topless picture. I would say he's got great muscles, huge muscles. Not as big as my muscles. My muscles are the biggest. I love Russia, though. Not as great as the U.S., not as big as my muscles. Oh, yeah, Chris Chan is what you're seeing now? Oh, shit, dude. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to pee and smoke some flower. Oh, wait, I said not yet. Duh. Okay, so Keemstar, his girlfriend that he mentioned, that he gets shit for, is 20 years old. He's 39. Wait, he said he was 39 in that fucking stream? He's fucking 43. So he lied. Oh, yeah, Sonichu. That is a crazy-ass chronicle. Oh, yeah, that'll give you an idea of how far behind you are. Me saying that. She has her own fucking Twitter. 6,000 followers. You think she's just doing this shit for clout? I mean, this could be another reason. Keemstar's net worth. 2 mil. Yeah, that seems about right, actually. I've seen the whole Chris Chan fucking arrest video. You know who we're gonna start watching on this stream? Maybe I can fucking become his stream buddy. Cobra. What's his name? Cobra. King Cobra. What's his fucking name? Yeah, King Cobra JFS. This guy. I want to become his stream pal. I want to become buddies. He's an interesting character. Definitely loves to drink. But yeah, King Cobra JFS, that's his name. Alright, so we're done with Keemstar. That was it. I just thought that shit was funny, because he's a fucking internet dork. He's usually on the wrong side of things. Russia, you Slav, you lose. How fast do you have to go Back to the Future? It's like 80 something or 85 miles an hour or something. What the hell was the point of that thing? Oh yeah, now you're on Keemstar.
Твою мать!
I should buy that shit here, like a plane kit or a fucking helicopter. You can actually buy that. That's one way to do it. Dang, look at those icicles. Yeah. What the fuck are you doing?
Вот эта бочка, это самый супер септик, ребятки. Блядь!
Ну и чё ты встал? Кажется, кто-то уже приехал.
He's on the wrong side of so much shit.
Ой, слушай, тормозов нету вообще что-то. Тормозов нету! Нету тормозов! Тихо, тихо, блядь. Господи, куда они? Ё-моё,
What the fuck are those things?
Ноги поднимайте. Сами поднимите ноги. Блядь,
power lines?
ноги поднимайте.
That's just fucking stupid of a place. military truck. That shit looks like it was made in the U.S., I'm not gonna lie. Are those cops? He just got out? What the fuck?
В интернете видео подобного видел много. Вживую.
В Новобайдаевку поплыли, да?
That's pretty crazy.
Где остановка-то следующая?
That's dangerous as fuck. That
Понятно.
Water, if you fall in that water, you'll probably get hit. We see Russian guys just swimming in the fucking, like digging holes and jumping in. Or like, you know, not digging, cutting holes in the ice and then jumping, swimming in that shit. It's crazy. Oh. We love the Russians.
Про это и тренинг.
Про это тренинг, да.
Уходи! Уходи, уходи! Стол, стол!
А нам главное, чтобы сейчас туда не упало, блядь.
Сам попробуй.
Оставшихся на воле.
Придурак.
Тех, кто сел недавно, вот об этом человеке. И хозяин стал авторитетом портрет резидента.
О!
That was impressive, whatever that was.
Блядь.
Блин, опять это что-то там выдрал. Ох, бля.
Она легнула!
Чего?
Она легнула!
Я это снял! Ты что, дебил?
Very American looking.
Дурак, что ли?
It's raining like crazy. It's XQC.
Блять.
Yeah, that's fair, dude.
Вот так видно будет, если в последний момент. Такой...
I didn't see that. I just thought of that though. So you're not that far in the past. Wait, what just? That's the biker's fault. I wouldn't trust myself driving a motorcycle or with
Не долетит!
They're literally dressed like Americans.
Не долетит! Давай!
How do we know that was Russia? How do we know that was Russia?
Ой-ой-ой. Давай, гаси его.
Dude, it is fucking crazy. I'm getting fucking sick of the weather. It just keeps fucking like fucking hurricane. Hey, shawty, where my hug at, girl? Hey, girl, where my hug at? Hey, girl, where my hug at? Hey. My eyeballs explode.
Скорее ехал, скорее. Давай. Нифига себе, он геркулес такой.
Stinky Winky.
Крепче мотай. Не спит. Давай, давай, давай. Ну уже хочешь, чтобы у меня все получилось. Давай, давай. Та-дам. Поехали.
Я так и знал!
Brought to you by Twisted Tea Hard Seltzer. New hard seltzer. Tea with seltzer.
Он сколько весит, Игорек? Я все вот сбиваюсь. Тон больше 10.
I don't think you're supposed to pick that up. Also, there's a reason there's safety ratings on.
Пацаны, успокойтесь! Бля! Во, пацан! Привет, чуваки! Ну вы попали! Вот это чел дает! Это пиздец! Давай!
Беру их. Вот такие вот джинсы. Как, Вадик? Они сломаются. Вот так вот. Как кто же мороз-то на балкон-то выносит? Вот теперь не джинсы, это непонятно что.
That was pretty fucking boring. Holy fuck. Well, that wasn't. That specific tab just decided to stop working. Oh yeah, so back to mental health. So I think they're like this generation. What the hell just happened? Oh, was that removed? Especially TikTok, people are just like self-diagnosing themselves with like autism after seeing, oh yeah, if that's how autistic people act, I act like that. I have autism. That means I have autism. Oh, I can't focus in class. I definitely have ADHD. It's worse. I don't know what's going on. It'll be better tomorrow. But I think it's just taking advantage or using autism as an excuse to be a fucking asshole. It's, yeah, you know, I'm standoffish and just brutally honest because I'm autistic. And you're fat and disgusting. It's just, it's so stupid. And just everybody, like, it's trendy to fucking have a mental illness. So, like, all these people say they have fucking, what is it, multi-personality disorder. They're like, I have 35 alters, you know? This bitch said she had 4,000 alters. No, you fucking don't. See you, buddy. Have a good night. Always be yourself.
Oh, I forgot that was a trigger. Recently, I came across a whole bunch of TikTokers who have been faking certain illnesses and disorders.
Whenever I doubt that I actually have DID, I just remind myself that I used to purposefully make myself dissociate before I went to my job as a cashier.
The person has to remind themselves that they have the disorder. Never known anyone that had to remind themselves that they had a disorder.
Hey, are you there? Are you okay?
Oh, I forgot that was a trigger. Recently, I came across a whole bunch.
Trigger of what? Of a gun?
This TikToker is a compulsive liar and did the craziest things. First, she was accused of Asian fishing, which is pretending to be Asian by using makeup, editing, and clothes.
Alright. That's just ridiculous.
Second, she claims to have a sugar daddy at just 16.
Just because you dress a certain way, the whole e-girl aesthetic, you could argue, is Asian fishing then.
Years old. Also, she claims she is poor and asks people for money and gifts. But the craziest thing is when she said she had Tourette syndrome, autism, and even eating disorders. So a follower
She does look like she has an eating disorder.
reached out to her dad on Instagram and asked him if Bunny was
You can't fucking ask her.
ever diagnosed with autism. And guess what? Her own dad revealed that she wasn't. He said that the only diagnosis she ever had was dyslexia. She even confirmed she was lying by making this post, where she wrote that she doesn't really have an eating disorder and she was just
That's the only one I think she could get away with. She looks like she has an eating disorder.
joking. Seriously? This TikToker is a compulsive liar.
These videos suck. See, okay, here's what I'm talking about. 22.
Like, I'm dissociating now. And
Dissociate now. You know what? I fucking dissociate sometimes. I think it's happening right now. I like it when the red water comes out. The touch of the rusty spoon on my fingers is almost orgasmic. Yeah, one of my alters is salad fingers. Look it up if you don't know what it is. That's some old school internet. It's like Homestar and shit. It would have been funnier if she like fucking started doing the master disguise, become another person.
Take your time. Let me know whenever you're ready.
Sorry, I have to get into character. She starts doing warm-up exercises like Unique New York, Unique New York. You know you love Unique New York.
I wanted to answer.
Seashells,
You can answer it.
Oh no.
I don't
Let me know when you want me to ask it
There's
again.
somebody else here. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem.
Anthony Padilla's too nice.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm good.
He's
Good.
being way too giving.
Do you want me to set you up with a question again? Do you want to answer this?
I don't know what's going
Do you want me to explain to you what's going on? We're in the middle of an interview about DID,
We have DID.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
And that's what you're here to talk about.
Yeah. Like, I'm dissociating.
Also, if this girl's real, I'm questioning it. The guy interviewing was awesome, as if it's not Anthony Padilla. I don't know who this guy is. Mount Rushmore of YouTube. Yes, people are faking it. What does Caleb have to say about that?
People like being the center of attention on TikTok.
I'm just watching an Oompaville video.
Hi, I'm Sammy, and I'm the host of a dissociative disorder system. Dissociative identity disorder. It involves forming of independent alters. Almost all alters form out of trauma, as well.
That is true. They do form out of trauma, and it is probably the most rare mental illness that you can get.
As daily amnesia. So going from one alter to another, it's like you woke up and you have no idea where you are sometimes. I have always had these people that take care of me in my head. I actually was told I had schizophrenia. I was like, this is not what's happening, and nobody was listening. I was multiple people. I've been a system of 8 alters for almost a year now. I have 8 different handwritings.
8 is a reasonable number.
Hi, I'm Sammy, and I'm the host of a dissociative disorder system.
She didn't show anything. I'm a host. We are legion, for we are many. Schizophrenia, huh?
Another video of how people...
I was about to say, here's a video. Okay, here's a doctor describing it, but this guy just put on scrubs.
with medical conditions see the world. Let's see. Schizophrenia. Alright. There's much more to it, but this one is called persecutory delusion, an extreme form of paranoia when you think people are gonna harm you. Yeah.
He is a doctor. Okay, good. So we can trust this.
Another video of how people with medical conditions see the world. Let's see.
That didn't look that crazy. That looked like how I see the world. That looked normal.
Another video of how people with medical conditions see the world. Let's see.
Scroll through this shit. Oh, I guess I am. Okay. Depression, the depression thing. Interesting. So is anxiety. Those are real, and a lot of people do have that. And I'm not shitting on fucking mental health, obviously. I have ADHD, depression, PTSD, anxiety. Those are all clinically diagnosed. I just don't like when people make it up. I might have undiagnosed autism too. You know, because I'm so straightforward. Sorry I was an asshole. I'm autistic. Sorry I was an asshole. Sorry for beating up your dad and kissing your mom. I'm autistic.
It's wanting to have a mental illness because
I did the research, so you don't have to. Here are the reasons. ADHD is just an excuse for being lazy and not an actual disorder. And that's all of them. I did
Tell the next guy that you want a chocolate frog. Anything! Tell the next guy that you want a chocolate frog.
Oh. Okay. She's like, it's not the next guy because I didn't skip.
Anything from the trolley! Anything from the trolley!
Me, please! Me! Right here!
Tell the next guy that you want a chocolate.
Cool, I can't fucking read it.
This barber was peacefully giving his client a haircut until something unexpected happened.
Let's check out Pyrrha's TikTok again. And leave great comments under the alias Deep Throat. This is an ad, I think. What the fuck?
You're so raw.
Bro, this is a not logged in TikTok, and that's the first like video.
Did you eat all my cucumbers again?
Can you knock?
Well, I'm sorry, sweetie, but every time I go to make a garden salad, my vegetables vanish.
What the fuck is
I
this?
ironed your cap and gown for you. We're so darn proud of you.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, well, what happened to your gerbil?
Oh, Sparky, he ran away.
Bro's doing it while she's in the room.
It's laundry day, Andy. I need everything dirty.
Oh. Ready for graduation, son? Hey, hon, there's your cucumber.
Dear Lord.
No, hon, that's just a shrink wrap they put on at the supermarket. Is that not right? Yes. Hey, there's my needle nose pliers. Mommy? Dad?
What the fuck is this shit?
Now stop it. You'll just make yourself sick.
Hey, yo.
I've seen this so much.
Somebody's watching me. It's my anxiety.
People still like Will Smith.
Christmas Eve with your mother and sis. Don't wanna fight, but your mother insists. Dogs, white teeth, slice right through my fist. Drive to the yard and they put me on risk. Grocery store list, now you get pissed.
Oh shit! This came up on my For You page. I actually thought this was cool. What up with my butthole after Taco Bell? What is this edit? Oh yeah, she's trying to provoke the horse.
Sei muito bem dessa mina,
What is
a
this,
peça
like,
nós
sound?
já conhece. Sei muito bem dessa mina, a peça nós já conhece. Ela pode, ela pode.
That horse does not look. That horse does not look fucking.
Ela pode,
I want to be this guy. That's fucking Mr. Mosby. So stupid. What, dude? Every other one's an ad. Cool.
Come and see. Do you see this yellow glitch? If it lights...
This guy bought a wrecked truck and
The check engine light.
Come and see. Do you see this yellow glitch? If it lights up, stop the car quickly. Save your life first. It's called an engine fault light. If it's on.
This guy bought a wrecked truck and is going to
Stop the
rebuild
car.
it. He has always dreamed of owning one, but doesn't have the money to buy a new one. So he decided to buy this one and fix it.
Stop her! Stop her!
If you are
This guy
buying a
bought
car
a
like
wrecked
this,
truck.
buy a rear-ended crash car, not a fucking front-ended.
Stop her!
Unless you're-
Stop her!
That's gonna be stupid. That was stupid.
The top 5 richest basketball players of all time.
Me.
Vinnie Johnson worth $500 million. Vinnie, after retiring from the Pistons...
Oh, it's after the fact? Then it's Michael Jordan.
...invested his money in the Piston
Watch.
Group. And by the time they have to retire,
It's
which
Michael
is usually
Jordan.
my wife Samantha, who I've tagged.
It's so
at number
obvious.
1, $3 billion to the greatest athlete of all time, Michael Jordan. The top 5 richest
Yeah. He basically
If I say
started
your
Nike.
pet's name, you're eliminated. So dog, cat, guinea pig, any name, you're eliminated. Number one.
All right. My dog's name is Aspen.
Simba. Number 2, Nala. Number 3, Rocky. And number 4, Bella. These 4 names are very common. I'm sorry if I've caught you already, but unlucky. Number 5, Daisy. And number 6, Max. Number 7 is a bonus round. When you hold down the comments, 4 emojis pop up. Choose one of those emojis. 3, 2, 1. Have you chosen one? Yeah, if you went with this one, the red heart, unlucky, you're out. Number 8, Charlie. Number 9, Milo.
I hate when they do the
10, Luna.
Oh yeah, you know, and just click this little plus sign over here.
Name survived the top 50% right now. Number 11, Teddy. Number 12, Buddy.
My
13,
man's is probably just
Poppy.
reading off a list of the 20
I'm
most
pretty sure I've
popular
caught so many people's pets right now.
pet names.
Number 14 is another bonus round. I want
If I
you to press
Googled
the
that
share
right now,
button,
I
scroll across, and press more. And what is the second person that pops up? So quickly.
Going all the way down. I'm gonna
And
save
the
you guys
last
the
one,
trouble.
number 20, we have Coco.
I won.
Let me know, did you survive?
You owe me
If I say your
suckies.
pet's name.
Uh-oh, you owe me suckies. Whoa. You owe me milkies. I apologize.
I have a cool card trick to show you. Normal deck of cards here. If you would hold the box for me.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to go through the cards like this.
Dumb.
Have you ever eaten an egg before?
This guy. The other day I was talking about bodyguards. It was Charlie Kirk's bodyguard right here. People think he has a fake arm.
That's yes or no. Have you ever eaten an egg before?
I'm not talking about fake arms. I'm gonna leave that up. So, who is why is Charlie Kirk relevant? He's basically like Steven Crowder. See, he's a political activist. Is he MAGA? He seems like it.
Scrambled, yeah.
Okay, so would that be you scrambled a full chicken?
Well, hold on. You understand that it takes an egg to be fertilized?
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But Your point, the whole point you're making
well,
is
hold
that
on. So,
a
but no.
baby...
Since we're doing pop quiz on human development, so
Guys, it's
You're not gonna change the other person's opinion.
Wait a minute.
yeah, boy.
So what? Trash. I can do more than that.
If I say your birthday,
oh my God. He's
Heart beats fast, colors and promise.
Here's how I cook my hard-boiled eggs and have done.
Yo!
I just defend. I think I just defend.
That's enough of TikTok. I'm not logged in. Wow. You know what time it is? It's your favorite time. Time for the end of the show. Cringe. End of the show, cringe. I really hope that girl's vagina wasn't out.
You. And why would you lie? And then I realized you're just as naive.
8/things equals he, huh? It looks nice. Oh.
As I am. Oh, you're so traumatized, it makes me want to cry. You dumb motherfucker, I loved you, I loved you, I loved you, it's true.
Okay, who's gonna tell him Florida isn't an island? Well, we know Florida's not an island, it's a peninsula. We from Cuba. That's a Caribbean island. We're from the Caribbean.
Here, this should be better. Sorry, guys. My bad.
Gross!
Sorry, my best friend just died, and I'm not thinking.
That's all right. You hit my my tow hitch.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. My best friend just died, and I'm actually like really hysterical right now.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm having like a psychotic
Nothing happened
my
to
best
his
friend
truck
just
to be
died.
saying.
Well, I'm good with just going away, but if you want to, you know, take your...
Cause you know that, baby, I'm your biggest fan. I follow you until you love me. Paparazzi, baby.
Because I kissed you, is that the problem?
Oh shit.
Stop treating me like I'm some girl that's obsessed with you.
Do they fall?
I just lit my hair. I just lit my hair on fire.
It's over.
This girl's always been. Ew.
Sorry. That was a mess.
Oh my.
Sorry. It's okay. Well, I will, yeah. It's okay. It comes off, but yeah, it's,
Damn. It made
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than your.
Dude, am I a giant or is this drink tiny?
You stupid baka! Wait. Baka! What? Gambale, gambale, senpai! Am I speaking Japanese? Oi, oi, oi! Baka! No way! I'm Japanese? I always knew I would be the one. Deku Smash! I always knew I would be one to save the earth. Maybe I'll be a demon slayer. Or a hero. Who knows? Gambale, gambale. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi.